Coach McCarthy, if you could please start us out with some general comments on this evening's regional semifinal.
First of all, I think it is very unfortunate, and the NCAA needs to fix this problem. The two top 5 teams in the country, or whatever we are, 6 or 8 or whatever it is, should not face each other in this second round. It's a broken system, and this would never happen if they cared as much about D2 as they care about D1. So, and for us to face whoever wins, if it is UC San Diego, if they do win, to face another top, I think they're number 2 in the nation in the Sweet 16. Again, this would never happen at the Division I level. So I think it's unfair to us, UC San Diego, Nazarene, that we're all in this bracket together. But credit to Nazarene, they had an unbelievable year. I think they set a bunch of records for their program. Coach Steele was a really good coach, had a great game plan for us. To be frankly honest with you, we only won that game because we went 11 of 18 from the three-point line. We did nothing that we talked about. We wanted to out-rebound them. That didn't happen. We wanted to take care of the ball. That didn't happen. But the one thing I did say was get hot. So that we did, and it worked out, and that's March, and that's why it's special. This isn't the big leagues where you play 7-game series. It's one game, and if you win, you advance, and shoot, we're pretty happy about it.
Tara, speaking of three-pointers, you hit 6 of those 11 on just 8 attempts. That last one, obviously a very big shot. Had you felt more on as a Seawolf before today?
No, not really, but I mean, we practiced those plays a lot this week, and with just repetition, and I had a good feeling that would go in. But I'm really proud of our seniors; they stepped up this game. But I'm most proud of our freshman. She played the 4 position this entire season, and both our 5s fouled out, and she came up big time for us when they both fouled out.
Sydney had 3 of them, did not miss one from outside. Some big shots for you. Talk about how good it felt to contribute in that way.
It felt really good. I had a dry spell in our last tournament, so it felt good to be able to contribute in that way.
Coach, what was the ultimate difference there at the end to hold them off, getting outscored by 10 in that fourth quarter, managed to pull it out?
I think it came down for us, rebounds. Throughout the game, I mean, they dang near shot 40 free throws, and part of that was our fault for not getting on the offense or defensive glass. But I think we just dug out some tough rebounds at the end, and especially at the guard position. We had Keon McNair get a couple of critical ones for us. But I think it kind of came down to just getting the critical stops. We had enough cushion going in there. And then, Tara hitting some timely threes that were hard shots. I wouldn't call them lucky because she's done that all year, and throughout her career, she's hit just as big as shots as tonight. But I will say this, I've never coached a player that works as hard as her. She's had a couple 0 for nights where I see her in the gym after our game with her headphones in, just burping up threes. And we always say it's an honest game, and tonight it paid off for a kid that started out as a walk-on, so pretty special.
Sydney, what does it mean to you to have another game to play as a Seawolf?
It means a lot. Last year was real tough, and it's always an adjustment when you come to a new school. So to be able to grow and know that this is the opportunity that I wouldn't have had it somewhere else is really exciting.
Tara, you as well?
Yeah, I'm just excited to prolong our season. I mean, last year it ended, and we just want to come back this year and redeem ourselves.
Coach, again, you talked about a little bit of a third meeting with them in the last 16 days. From the GNAC final to today, how did you feel like your team adjusted and got the proper result?
I think we defended much better with better effort. We didn't watch really any film. We didn't really talk about a scouting report. I guess that's the benefit. I mean, it makes coaches lazier. I didn't have to stay up until midnight, preparing for an opponent we hadn't seen yet. But I think we defended a lot better. We were a lot more physical, and obviously that resulted in a lot of fouls. But we kept them to a pretty low field goal percentage and just forced them into hard shots. So I thought we did a good job of really executing a defensive game plan in terms of limiting them from a field goal standpoint.
And Coach, back in a West Region final, if you could talk about that for us. Obviously, you do not know your opponent yet. I believe the last time the Seawolves were in the final here in this building was maybe the year before you arrived. Yeah. But just talk about Monday night a little bit, please.
We're just excited to be, I honestly, this game is their problem. It's not mine. It's not mine until it's over. So I could care less who wins this game. I think it's great for the players and great for those two coaches. But our problem starts tomorrow. We're going to enjoy this. Our win. I mean, right now it's all about us until it's not. And it's not about us anymore until they decide who they solve that problem out there. But we're just excited to play in the championship. And it's, like I said, it's such a special time of year. And for these 4 seniors that we have, I'm so happy for them because they've worked so hard and they've given up so much to deserve this moment.
Coach, can I ask you, how would you fix this postseason tournament system? It seems to rely a lot on regions.
Yeah.
How would you fix it?
I would do this for free. And what I would do is I would model it very similar to how the NAIA models it. We're not like Division I, so we can't go travel, and a lot of Division II budgets we can't in Alaska all of a sudden go play 4 or 5 games in New York and travel down to Massachusetts and see what region is better, like the ACC and the Pac-12. And there's really no TV money in this. It's everybody's kind of around 10 scholarships, and that's how it goes. But what I would do is make the top 25 that the WBCA takes so much pride in, and I would make that a real thing. Because right now, it's nothing more than maybe a bonus for a coach that finishes in the top 25. It's a good old boys club, for lack of better terms. Okay, I would make it 2 32-team brackets in different regions. So I would say you could still do a kind of Western regional model and more of an Eastern regional model. And then once they decide who the final 8 in those are, change the location and do an Elite 8 somewhere at a neutral site. So 2 neutral sites and then 1 neutral site. Very similar to how the NAIA does, even though they only do 32 teams. We would do 2 of those. And I think that there would be a lot of coaches that would agree with me that coach at our level.